Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Apollo, and this is an epic siege battle. Today, we are playing Total War Rome 2, and I will have the honor of leading the Macedonians into battle. Yes, all right. There's 8 armies on the battlefield, so it's a max amount of players, 4 attackers, 4 defenders. And this battle is very interesting. And when I say that, what I'm trying to tell you is that something happens in this battle that I cannot explain. Maybe you guys can explain it to me, because I'm still fairly new-ish to Rome 2. I just only kind of recently have gotten really into it. So maybe this is just something I've never seen before, but it's very unexplainable. Maybe you guys can explain it. I can't. I certainly can't. But yeah, maybe you guys can do that, which I will show you soon. Also, there's some really interesting tactics in this battle. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at these armies. Of course, I am leading Macedon. I am attacking the northern side of the city. With me is King Scourge. He is leading the Seleucids. So another Greek-ish faction, mostly Greek. So yeah, it's great to have them right with me. Over on the other side, words are hard. We have the Spartans, led by Mr. Brunswick, and then we have Nico leading the Athenians. All right, Athens here to conquer. So we're all pretty much Greek, and we're taking on a weird mutt of allies. So we have, of course, Rome. You just can't play Rome 2 without Rome. Everybody wants to play them, which I get. They're really cool. We also have, you can't see them right now, but we also have the Odyssean Kingdom. I believe they're on this side of the battlefield, and I forgot about the other two, so you're gonna have to see them a little bit later when they appear. So let's go to normal speed. Sorry about that. I can't believe I just had a brain fart there and completely forgot who we're going against. But again, that's the surprise element to the game, I guess. You know, surprise, we're getting attacked, or we're attacking these people. So the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna send up our siege equipment. Now, I don't know if this is a glitch. Maybe you've seen this before. Oh, hold that thought. The Romans are moving in their cav, including their general. So they're gonna do a sally out here and try to get my infantry by surprise. I see it coming about a mile away. I tell my men to get off the siege tower and prepare, brace for impact. So they charge directly into my swordsmen, and I try to hold the ground and contain them until reinforcements can arrive. Nice little jabby throw there by my thorax swords. I'm trying to cut them off. Unfortunately, I'm a little too slow there. He is able to land a pretty good charge. I did not lose anybody. That's pretty amazing. The fact that I did not lose a single man, but yet I made them pay for that charge. It's like, come on, finish up that Roman. Take out that Roman. Don't let him go back to his... No. Come on, work together, guys. Seriously, I'm not going to change camera view until we kill this guy. Do not let him go. You kill him. Oh my god, if he gets away, oh my god, he's gonna go home. You idiots. Well, anyways, we made them pay for that charge, at least a little bit. We killed one of the general's bodyguard, a couple of these equites. Yeah, every unit lost some cav there. So a nice little charge. So here's the Odyssean kingdom. We do finally have the siege towers. What I was mentioning before that cav charge, there's a weird glitch where the siege troops, the units pushing the siege tower, they'll move up and then stop, and then move up and then stop. It's really frustrating, and it takes forever to get to these walls. And we charge the walls, and sure enough, there's nobody on them. So they're going to go full strat on just defending the stairway and using their archers to pepper down our units. And right away, you can see the archers. I'm sorry, these are Thracian skirmishers. They're like more of a Javi unit. They're already releasing their Javies on my men. And there's really not much I can do here. I mean, my plan is to... I just feel bad for the units first going in. That's about it. I'm sorry, guys, but someone has to take the brunt of the force, and it's going to be these thorax swordsmen. So that's my plan right now. I'm trying to capture these towers. I'm trying to absorb some ammo before reinforcements can arrive. More and more siege towers are scaling the walls, and again, nothing is waiting for us on these walls. So the strategy here is to try to get archers up on these walls as quickly as possible and fire down at the defenders. Let's go ahead to the other side. Oh, Egypt. Okay, Egypt is one of the defending forces, which at this time period is very Greek, very heavily inspired by Greeks. In fact, Cleopatra is Greek. or half Greek or something. Anyways, they've got some Sobek cultists, which is not very Greek, but very badass nonetheless. Look at these guys. So already fighting the Spartans in Brunswick, moving as many siege towers up as possible. That's what you want to do. You want to try to overwhelm your opponents. Okay, so you remember how I was mentioning the very interesting thing that I cannot explain? Well, look over here. Look at this faction right here. You see this faction? What the hell are they doing in this game? The Gallic Romans? Isn't this part of the Emperor Edition? Not the Grand Campaign? Why in the world does he have the Gallic Romans when nobody else could be them? It's so bizarre. I didn't even know that was possible. But Nico is now scaling the walls as well. And we're having a little bit of stuttering. I don't know what's going on here. But he also cheated. The rules for this battle, max 4 ranged. The dude had 8 ranged. He had 8 ranged units. But you know, sometimes it can be so difficult to get these battles in that we're just like, whatever, it's fine. We tried telling him, hey, you cheated, but he's like, whatever. I'm going to use my slingers and sling the crap out of these Athenians. But yeah, Athens scaling the walls. Again, nothing really confronting him. He's got his Romans kind of protecting this breachway. I think what Nico needs to do here is get his archers up on the walls. But look at all these archers. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. That's insane. So yeah, 4 max range. It's kind of frustrating when someone cheats because you really need that archer superiority. Oh my God, words are hard today. I'll tell you what, you really need that archer power, you know, and when it's even, it's more fair, but what can you do? But yeah, right now we're just playing the turtle game where we're just sitting back, keeping the shields up high and trying to get them to exhaust their ammo. Some of their archers are kind of freaking out over here, getting close to the stairway. I was kind of hoping that they would charge up there by accident. Actually, I think these guys might be out of ammo, which might be the case. But the Romans have their very disgusting Syrian archers firing down on my Macedonians, my brave thorax swordsmen who have been taking the brunt of this attack. So now that we've conquered a lot of the walls here and we have them heavily protected, we're going to go ahead and rush forward our archers. I have 4 units of archers. I got 2 just standard archers, and then I have the Cretan archers, which I'm holding back in reserve because they are very important to my army. I also have a couple of reserves over here of thorax pikemen, and I also have some hoplites, which I'm going to use for the later stages of this battle. So yeah, I think the Romans have decided to charge up the walls. So finally, someone is trying to take these walls, and I think he realizes that, hey, I can't really sit back here or the attackers are just going to use the walls against me. So it's a smart move there. And these are no just like simple Romans. These are Eagle cohort. These guys are tough, and they're definitely going to be a big challenge here for these thorax swords of the Seleucids. But thankfully, we finally are starting to pile up our archers here. We're going to be able to fire back at the Syrian archers, which it looks like we've already done that. We've killed a lot here, and I think that's why he's inching forward his archers to the safety of these buildings and these walls. Makes it a little bit harder for us to hit him. But yeah, guys, you know, I'm getting a weird stutter. I don't really know what's going on. I think it's just the replay. I really do, because I've tried messing around with it and it doesn't go away. So I do apologize. It doesn't seem like there's much I can do about it. Hopefully it's not too bad, but that's the last I'm going to talk about that. But he is actually pushing pretty hard in the center. I do have some swordsmen here kind of protecting it. Again, protecting the archers mostly. And then I've got another unit of thorax closing in to surround these Thracian warriors, which is a scary unit. Look at these guys. Big old cloaks and big old weapons. Ugh. Intimidating. I also have troops over here holding this flank because he is pushing over here. He's got more Thracian warriors pushing on this side, so I've got to protect every angle as possible. So I've got these guys nearby. Let's go back over to the other side and see how the fight over here is progressing. Oh man, the Egyptians are definitely putting up a grand fight, and it's really tough. As Sparta is not the strongest attacking faction because they don't really have any swordsmen. So hoplites are great at holding, but they're not so much great at breaking through. So he's having a tough time fighting these thorax swordsmen of Egypt, trying to secure the walls. And look, there's more up here. He's got his archers over here firing from ground level, just trying to soften them up, doing the best he can. Over on this side, Nico is also struggling greatly. But to be fair, he's dealing with the guy who broke the rules. He's dealing with the guy that is just peppering him down on the walls, and there's nothing he can do about it. I mean, even if he sends up his own archers, they're just going to get overwhelmed because he only brought 4 of them, and this guy brought 8 ranged, 8 skirmishers. So he's really having a tough time. And I kind of feel bad for Nico because he is newer to the game, and it is really frustrating dealing with players who break the rules, even if he didn't mean to. You got to try to, when you join a lobby, guys, make sure you pay attention to the rules and don't break them. Double check your army comp. Make sure you have the correct army comp because it can really kill the vibe for a new player. And Nico got pretty frustrated here, which I hate to see. Anyways, he's setting up more archers, which is not a bad idea. I mean, again, they're probably going to get overwhelmed, but what else can he do at this point? I mean, honestly, at this point, I think he should give up this attack, regroup with the Spartans, and just try to double team the Egyptians really fast. But even the Spartans are struggling here, and his archers are getting focused down. I don't know if this was a mistake here, but Brunswick looks like he's getting focused down by these thorax swordsmen. His archers are way out of position. Maybe they're out of ammo, but that might be the case. But they are going to get cut down nonetheless. And finally, he's causing some troops to break here. Is making some progress. So let's go over to the other side. Let's see how my battle is progressing. You can see that the Odyssean kingdom is committing a lot of forces over into the center point here. Really, really wanting to contest. I'm trying to get a good shot here. Sorry, guys, there we go. That's a good one. Really trying to contest this center wall, preventing, I assume, archers from getting up on the wall. So yeah, it's a very tough fight there for these walls, but everywhere else looks pretty good. My archers are unfortunately breaking to the Syrian archers. That's okay. Even if he beats my archers, we're getting his archers to use up a lot of ammo. And remember, guys, I'm saving my elite archers for the late game. Okay, I'm trying to save them for the final fight. Over here, very smart move by the Seleucids, trying to push on multiple flanks. More and more Romans committing to this corner against the Seleucids, really trying to take it. And it looks like they are taking it, guys. It looks like they are starting to overwhelm this front, and the Romans might actually take a good part of their wall back, which could mean disaster for our assault. So I think that's why we finally have reinforcements here from Kingscourge, who's leading the Seleucids. I think that's why he is flanking around like this, so he can support his army. And the Romans are actually falling back. Look at this. And partially it could be because I am using my archers to fire at the flank of these Romans. So you see this? Their flank is... Oh, actually, what am I going for? Just kidding. I'm going for the Syrian archers. But I do eventually fire at the flank of the Romans there, and I support my teammate. Another siege tower coming up this way. So that's definitely going to bring some relief to the defending Seleucid forces that are up on the walls. Or when I say defending, I mean they're defending the walls. It's an attacking army, but they're defending this area. So this is going to bring some relief to the forces and slow down these Romans. So let's see what we got here. I'm moving up my artillery. I realize that if there's any chance we're going to break through this, we need a breach. My men are starting to break here. This could be disaster for all the archers that are trying to hold. Now, thankfully, the Seleucids are sending in some reinforcements and moving them over to defend against these Odyssean soldiers, the Thracian soldiers. Also got some troops over on the other side. So we're still trying to contain him, but he's constantly pouring in troops. Over on this side, my thorax swordsmen are doing a great job here, holding back these Thracian warriors. It's a tough fight, guys, especially when that arrow tower over there is constantly firing at you. It's a losing battle, but damn it, they're putting up a great fight and they're buying time, and that's all I can ask for them. Another thing I wanted to mention, the tortoise thing, this thing knocks down walls. I was like, cool, let's get a breach point in the wall. Nope, troops would not push it forward. This thing is a glitchy mess. Do not get the tortoise, guys. You're better off just getting another siege tower. This thing sucks. I moved it up. It went up a couple inches. That's it. But I decided to drop it and move my troops over to the siege tower wall to get more troops on the walls. But yeah, so far it's a bloody mess for these walls. This wall is almost down. Again, I'm using my artillery here. I've been saving it for quite a while. I've got my hoplites near the onager to protect it in case oh, there we go. Boom! There's a breach in the walls, and this is going to be a very important point for us. We've got to push through here, and we've got to clear out the positions down here. We've got some gladiators charging up. That's not good. Yeah, the archers are exposed. We don't want gladiators running up there. So I'm rushing in some cav. I see some archers here. Oh, those are my archers. Okay, that's weird. I don't remember them breaking there. But yeah, I've got my citizen cav charging in. The reason I'm charging in my cav is that I'm trying to get around to the Syrian archers. I'm trying to kill these bastards, though I'm pretty sure most of them have used up their ammo. I still want to get revenge kills because they killed a lot of my troops, and I'm very unhappy. So let's get a view here of the citizen cav as they storm across the fields here. If you look back there, more of my troops are running through the breach. Come on, men, charge! Yes! Run them down. Now the Romans are trying to block off my cav. I'm just going to slip right through. Oh, God. The Pilas. That stings. And now we're going to charge and crush these Syrian archers and get our much-deserved revenge. Now back over here, I sent in some hoplites. They are surrounded, but that's okay. They're holding back some mercenary veteran hoplites, so they're better than mine. Also, I'm getting surrounded by gladiators. I already said that, but I've got reinforcements on the way, and these are pikemen. I'm going to put them in pike formation, and I am going to charge. I'm going to send in the much-needed reinforcements. Charge through that breach, men. You are men of Macedon. You will destroy these Greeks. Wow, that got really laggy. Okay, so there we go. I'm charging them in, trying to crush the gladiators. I'm just pushing them in because I really need my hoplites to not break here. So they're trying to hold on for dear life. And things are getting juicy, guys. Things are getting really juicy. So with my artillery still having a good amount of ammo, I'm going to save it here and save it for another opportunity. I will show you that later. Unfortunately, my cav will meet its demise, but they made the enemy team suffer. They made them suffer, and that's all I can do. The archers, they definitely lost a lot of troops, and unfortunately, the Thracian swordsmen are cutting them down. The Egyptians are now sending over reinforcements. That's usually a good sign that we're causing a lot of issues for them. And the poor Spartans here and the poor Athenians are just making no progress. We do have a breach in the wall, and we've got a really good push here with the Thorac hoplites mixed in with, I think, some Thorac. No, just all hoplites. Yeah, I thought I saw some swordsmen, but oh, a nice little flank there by the Gallic Romans, I guess. I don't know how they're in this game still to this day. Artillery now firing. I think he's trying to maybe open up more of the wall or just fire at the enemy forces. But it's a tough fight, and it looks like it's going to be a losing fight for these Athenians. So far, this battle has been a very big struggle. But again, we are making great progress over here. And I've got we killed the gladiators that were flanking my hoplites. Now I've got my pikemen in position. I think I only have one unit of pikes. So I really got to keep them alive. And we are crushing now. We're crushing these veteran hoplites thanks to the support of the pikemen. And now we are rushing in archers. The reason we're rushing them in is because they have a great angle to these Romans up on the walls. But the Romans know what they're doing. They're sending over their eagle cohort to try to rush down our archers. So we need to quickly send up reinforcements. And this is where I told King Scourge, dude, you got to rush up your hoplites. And he's on it, man. He's sending up some spears. And he's like, move out of the way, archers. The Romans are coming. You don't want to die by their blades. There we go. He's going to rush in and just barely in time protect our archers. He's going to hold that line. I'm now rushing forward my archers. I just didn't want any of those Romans. Oh, how dare you throw your pila. It didn't look like he killed a lot there. But I got my mercenary archers. They're going to fall back now. Didn't want to push them too far. Actually, I think I'm going to send them up on the walls. And these archers, are they out of ammo? Yes, they're out of ammo. They've got their like little daggers out. But I'm trying to fire at the flank. And look at all the Romans who are pouring through. Oh, these are Praetorian Guard. Ah, yes, the Praetorian Guard. You know, when they're sending them in, they're running out of troops. And this is their last. This is like their guard troops, you know. They're running low. But yeah, it looks like we're holding quite well. Hoplites still... Looks like they made a little... Why do I have random hoplites over here? Look at this. God bless them. They're all dead, but... I think they were chasing a unit, maybe. There's 2 of them left. Come on, get a kill. Oh, no. Oh, no. Unfortunate. But yeah, I still have 51 of them. Of course, I have the pikemen holding this line. And I'm happy. I'm more than happy that they keep sending reinforcements over here. Let's do slow motion really quick because there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen very quickly. And I don't want to miss anything. Over here, we're still fighting for the walls. This is still a very important part of the battle for sure. It's a very close fight. I don't know if I'm going to win it, but at the very least, I'm going to try to hold on for dear life. And it looks like, oh, look at this. We do have King Scourge firing with his artillery at that wall. But you know what the tragic part is? He runs out of ammo. He runs out of ammo right when it's about to fall. Really unfortunate. But I think he killed a couple just from the you know, part of the wall falling here. But look how flimsy this wall is right here. This is just, if someone farts on this, they're dead. Oh, duel! Come on. Looks like this is the officer of the... Yeah! Got him like a pig. I want blood. That's beautiful. All right, so again, let's do some slow motion here. Let's go over to the other side. Athens is almost completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. Really tragic. He's facing a guy that not only broke the rules, but also brought a faction that I had no idea you could bring to this game. I mean, I know you could bring it to the game because it's a DLC, but we are on Grand Campaign. This is like the original units. Really surprised he was able to bring them to this fight. Sparta is now running out of men. They've got somewhat of a foothold here, but it's not going to last long, especially with these pikes. They're going to be tough to deal with. He needs to get some archer fire on these guys, but it looks like he's only down to 1 archer unit, and he's going to try to do his best. He's got a slave archers here. Oh, man. Very, very tough. So let's go back to normal speed. If you look over here, I actually, with the leftover onager fire, have moved my onager to the flank. Oh, yeah. And I'm killing some Romans. Look at, they're freaking out. I'm like, you know what, Romans? If you're going to pile up right there, I'm going to destroy this wall. And not only am I going to destroy this wall to kill you, but it's going to leave a great big opening for my cav. There it is. There it is. The walls are down. And I'm going to charge in my general. It's risky, but he's a companion cav. This guy can get some kills. So I'm going to rush him in. Look at this. Look at this. I got to get a glorious charge. Charge, man. For glory. So I'm going to charge them in and hope for an opportunity. But look at this. The Romans are terrified. And they fall back from that fight to protect their flank. We even have some Sobek cultists chasing off my cav. That's all I wanted to do, guys. I didn't even care. I was like, that's fine. Keep them away from the main fight. That's all I need. But unfortunately, look at this. The Roman cav has arrived with the general. The general's down to 26 men. I think our archers possibly were firing at him as he was running by. But he's low. This is a good opportunity to kill the Roman general and potentially break the entire Roman army. So now I'm rushing over my general to support in that fight. So let's get a view over here. Charge in, men. Give him the cold steel. Yeah, unfortunately, he's running away like the coward he is. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to chase him. And he's going to run off here with his general. Too bad. So sad. But it was an opportunity. My pikes are still holding over here very nicely. He's holding back his Thracian warriors. He doesn't know what to do. I got to keep my pikes there, of course. And then we have the Thorac pikes of the Seleucids pushing in and dealing with these hoplites. Not hoplites. These are Praetorian Guard. Praetorian Guard. My Cretan archers, mercenary Cretan archers, are now up here. Look at this angle, guys. Perfect angle. Perfect angle on the enemy. Look at all these troops. Guys, it's like firing, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Just fire down there. It's a turkey shoot. Look at that. That is too nice. Let me get a good view of this. Oh my god. So awesome. Just pile them up, boys. Pile up. There's those bodies. Make them suffer. For all the fallen comrades to take these walls, make them suffer. Now I charge in my general. I was like, you know what? Screw these bastards. I'm going to go in here, give them the cold steel. Now, unfortunately, the breach point makes it difficult for a good charge. So I'm going to not charge as cultists. And I'm going to go around this way and look for other opportunities. Better opportunities. But our archers, there's no need to charge these guys with my general. The archers are doing God's work, okay? They are killing those men. Now we're going to run down this way. Again, looking for more opportunities. I need to quickly move, get away from these pikemen. We got some Egyptian pikemen moving over from the other fight. This other fight is almost over. The Spartans are still putting up a good battle, taking on these pikes. It's been a real struggle. But my general's coming around. And he's going to charge right in the back of these Syrian archers. Again, I know they're not much of a threat, but I want to kill them. I want to get them off the battlefield. Now I'm going to run this way, and I've got to try to avoid too many enemy forces. Unfortunately, I do get stuck here. This is really important because I noticed that our allies were really struggling. So I was going to dedicate my general to run through their entire base to get over there and support them in their struggle and charge the rear of their pikemen. I was hoping that that would really give the edge to the Spartans if they could just get through there. But I am losing a lot of troops. I'm down to 70. I've lost 10 men, mostly from the arrow tower there. Oh, by the way, guys, the capture point right on this bridge. I thought that was really cool. Nice move by the Egyptian general, but I just got to keep pushing through. Screw you, Egyptian general. I don't care about you or your people. All right, I'm going to save the Spartans. I'm pushing up the pikes. I want to kill these Thracian warriors, get them off the battlefield. Over here, the Seleucids are breaking through, and we are finally making some great progress in this battle. My archers are low on ammo, but they still have ammo, damn it. Wait, who are we firing at over here? The general has returned. The general has returned. The Roman general. Now my archers are firing, using the walls against the defenders to fire at them. My God, what a fight. What a fight. So yeah, we're actually breaking them. Their general is down to 19 men. He could die here any second. Now I am probably getting some friendly fire, but it's worth it to try to kill the general. Come on. Come on, down to 16. Come on. Come on, mercenary archers. Take him out. Oh, he's breaking, and the Roman general is gone. He breaks from the battlefield, the coward. And the Roman army is mostly destroyed. I've got some pikemen now falling back. I don't want to get too aggressive. We've got to take this slow. The balance of power, not looking great. Not looking great, but I still think we can recover. There goes my flanking charge. Here we go. Ready? God, I'm going to save these Greeks. I'm going to save these Spartans. Charge the rear. Charge them. For Sparta, for Macedon. Ah! There we go. Awesome. Yes, and we break them. I don't know what happened to the pikemen, though. So, I felt like I did something there for the team. I broke them. Now, I'm going to get my general the hell out of there, because you know if I lose my general, there is no way we're going to win this battle, or at least my army is going to be able to win this battle. So, I'm going to retreat him very far away and get him to safety. Unfortunately, the Gallic Romans are still very healthy, so that's going to be a real struggle. And I think our strategy here is our only chance of winning this is by taking the town center. That's our main goal. So we're going to make a push here for the town center. We are regrouping our forces. We're using our archers to fire down at these pikemen. We're gonna take our time here. Again, guys, we don't want to push it. We don't want men to die. We are very low on troops, and it's very important that we get these troops, keep them alive, keep them healthy as possible, and get them to the capture point to hold and try to win that way by, capturing the center of the base. Over this way, I've got my pikes. They're still in good shape. 146 out of 160. And they've killed, let's see. They have killed 320 men. They've killed 320 men. My archers, 208. Yeah. Some impressive kills. This unit right here, 181 in counting. Very nice. Got 98 over here, these Persian light archers. Very good. And look at, we break them. We break them. They don't want any of that. So now we're free to push forward. Free to push forward. and get over to the base. Get over to that town center. There we go. More Romans coming over this way to support his Egyptian ally. Gallic Romans. I can never get it right. But Romans nonetheless. That have no business in this time period. Unfortunately, they soften up the heroes of Sparta. Got some royal Spartans over here. Epic fight for this area. More troops charging into the fray. I mean, Sparta doesn't have to win here. He just has to distract these troops as long as possible because we are making a mad dash. Now, this is where things get really, really tragic. I am chasing down these spears, mercenary hoplites. I set up my pikes. They're in pretty solid position. Now they can stab these guys. My archers are out of ammo, so they're now in melee. They're going to die, but it's not that big of a deal. So that's fine. And here comes the Seleucids charging in some medium cav. But I honestly thought we've killed most of the Odyssean kingdom. At this point, I saw these Thracian nobles, and I was like, oh no, this is not good. I really wish my ally kept his cav in reserve and charged these guys down with his medium cav instead of just charging into the fight, because now my pikes are going to get surrounded. And these spearmen, the mercenary veteran hoplites, would not break. And he does get a little good charge there. That's very good. He's got to keep that up. Keep up that cycle charge, you know? Keep up the charge against these nobles. Pikes are trying to reform here, but I can't lose pikes like this. They're too important. I got to get them in winning situations every time. And there we go. The Seleucids are in position to capture this point. The Romans, what they have left, and also some Egyptians, also trying to contest this capture point. But we are winning. The flag is going down. We've got a chance, guys. We've got a chance. He's now moving in. I told him to move in. We bring the fight to the Romans. We bring the fight to the Egyptians. The reason we want to bring the fight to them is because we don't want more troops coming into this capture point, because then they can reverse the capture. So we're going to try to fight them and prevent any more reinforcements from piling in. Here we go. Pikes and all. Look at that. Pikes! Now, unfortunately, we have forces coming behind us. And I think he's so focused with his pikes that he's not paying attention to the gaps right here. I was like, watch the gaps, man. Watch the gaps. We have Thorac warriors coming around. This is not good. And sure enough, they used the gap. And that right there, folks, was the nail in the coffin. There was no way we were going to be able to hold this point. Now, he does have pikes, 2 pikes, so he can turn some around. But still, doesn't matter. They're pushing through. They are pushing through. And his front lines here are completely disarray, completely out of formation. And he's not going to be able to hold against these Thracian warriors. Egyptians now sending over reinforcements. They're causing them to break. But look at all that's left over here. Lots of Romans are left. Lots and lots of Romans. Mr. Brunswick doing the best he can here to hold them back as long as possible for the team. My general is like way over here breaking. Like, look at this. Just try to keep him alive. My army's pretty much gone. Again, he killed the poor hoplites fighting over here. Very, very poorly managed. And it looks like, yes, the Egyptians are overrunning the Seleucids. Very tragic end play there. I think we were doing great. I think at the very beginning of the battle, we were struggling at the walls, but once we broke through here and here, we turned it around. We were turning it around. And then with my sloppy play with the pikes and with King's Scourge kind of missing the opportunity to close the gap there, we blew it. We blew it. It was still a shot in the dark. It was still a long shot, right, to win this one. But I still felt it was possible. Anything was possible. But yeah, all their forces are destroyed. The only reason that it's still going on is because I think we have my general roaming around. So we're just gonna fast forward. I believe that's the reason. I do admit defeat here. But yeah, I think my general has to completely rout, and then it will go to the end results. But yeah, that's a defeat. And I just wanted to show you this battle and just kind of ask you guys, like, what you think I could have done better? What do you think? Now, obviously, towards the end of the battle, I could have managed my pikes a little bit better there. King Scourge could have managed the rear guard a little bit better. Let's look at the results here. But what could I have done better in this fight to take this one? And I'm curious what you guys have to say, because I definitely want to improve my attacking skill. Defending, I think I've got pretty locked down, but attacking, I definitely struggled. But if we look at the kills, not bad on my end. Getting 2,000, pretty happy about that. It was mostly because of my pikes and my archers. Some of my swordsmen did pretty well. Actually really well. 214, 161, 175. My general did decent. But yeah, I felt like I did pretty well. It just small mistakes. Now, Nico really struggled in this one, but I can't really blame him. Look at his archers got 0 kills. Because this guy right here, look at this. It's a completely different art style for the pictures of the unit icons. And look at all the skirmishers he got. And look at all the kills they got. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these guys were skirmishers. And they almost all of them got over 100 kills. Almost all of them. If not 100, very close. 98, 80. That's gross. And if you look at his swordsmen, they did great as well. But it's still bullcrap. You know, like, it's just bullcrap. But it was still a good game. I was really close to getting the most kills. It was just... But this guy cheated, so you know what? I got the most kills. I'm going to take it. But that's going to wrap it up for today's battle. It was a valiant defeat, and we fought hard. We fought tooth and nail, and that's why I really wanted to show you this one, because it was epic. It was an epic struggle, but we just fell short. So, great game to everyone. Thank you, everyone, for playing, and I stream these battles on Facebook. There's a link to my Facebook page down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this fight, and I will see you next time on the battlefield.